The championship, of course, from Motogp by 27 points now. Can he make another? He starts on the front row of the grid in third spot, and of course, ran out victorious in Neil. However much it looks sunny, and it looks like a nice English summer's day, with
one's pushing on the warm-up lap, you can't go steady, you can't dilly-dally, you can't be looking over your shoulder. You get that, want those tyres, get that weight transfer, brake, get that heat into the front, and then especially out here, watch
a few spots, and we could see a flag to flag. At least it's a wide pit lane for something like that.
No.
This is work. Activate your tyres. That's always the key word. Activate. So, which way? The wind chill effect. That will be another factor to bear in mind, because it will cool the tyres. You think of British motorsport. It's Silverstone and the British Grand Prix. They are being held a while on the grid, and all the like in the middle of Abbey Corner, and someone out there is that Martin, who's been sent out at 46 back, but it's Miller leading them down the Wellington straight.
Yeah, you can see the back switching. Alex Marquez there was out of the seat. Yeah, and Bassanini said to me that he's 100% fit now, so there's no excuses. Look at that!
Whoa. Place, but it's his teammate Jack Miller who leads. The majority of riders have gone soft front, medium rear.
You'd be happy if you're Pecco Bagnaia. You're behind Bez. Bez has been the fastest in the dry all weekend. And look,
into second, Bezzecchi into third. Alex Marquez there in fourth. So the top 5 result is what we're aiming for.
Doesn't play a big part. These faster, more flowing corners, you sort of exit them, and you don't really lose out. It's such a wide track. There are that many lines.
Oh, it's tight through Woodcut corner. No wonder Pecco Bagnaia, look at Jack Miller. Pecco Bagnaia, take a bow.
Yeah, well, he sort of took the Moto2 racing line.
It's going to get tight with Alex Marquez.
Oh, really tight. I think they did.
I think the rear tyre of Alex Marquez with Maverick Vinales in the intense heat and stress of a MotoGP battle.
Race is not very aggressive, not very good on the opening laps, and I'll tell you what, he looks on fire so far.
Zarco
looks like Jack's just a little bit. Look at this. Oh, that's a wing gone. Fully committed to the corner, but the problem was Vinales had already made his mind up. He'd let the brake off, he'd gone for the gap.
Here after another couple of races out, and it's ended in disaster. It is going from bad to worse.
These two at the front stretching out. The problem is then in that situation, then you end up having to pull a bit of a move.
Vinales, you see the little flick of the device. There we go, we're going to get it again.
Yeah, a little bit of rear brake as well, and then you've got to use your thumb. Yep, you've got to concentrate on the MotoGP bike, everything.
I think we're going to find out here today, because Bagnaia might be out front, but Bez is not letting him go. Friends, in your long career, Neil, when it comes down to being on the track,
there is zero respect. Oh, sorry, no, there is respect, but you're not going to do. He got
a little bit stuck behind some of the Ducatis, behind the KTM of Brad Binder, but now Alicia's
temperature's low, the track temperature's low, that will play no part at all.
That has been brought in over the summer, well, maybe because it sits down so well. This is the start gate. What a start from Miller. I mean, he's
got that wrong base. Got sucked in there. It's so easy at the end of the straight at Stowe. It's
something to do with a collision early on in the race.
Well, his wings is off, but it's his gear. Yeah, I bet it's a link to the motorcycle, but yeah, if the linkage breaks, you can't change gear.
And that is, yeah, because he was there in third, just being passed by Alicia Spargaro, and now he's out of it.
Yeah, not being quite perfect yet. It's still, because we've had so few dry laps, the race
coming from a
he's down! He's down!
Pecco Bagnaia will go on and lead this.
Something is wrong.
Bagnaia is one of the latest breakers in this championship.
You are all...
See, they were going about 205 miles per hour at the end of the straight. Leish is going to close in, and Brad Binder, we haven't seen him pretty much all weekend, really didn't get on.
And he looks good, doesn't he? Like I said, no one's got a perfect setup. How often though, this year, that's why we're seeing the Aprilia go so well.
And how much do you reckon the 5-week break will play into this? The amount that, you know...
Different engine, different aero, everything about that bike's different. And actually, we've had 8 rounds and it's not been...
159.3 last year, but in really cool, harsh conditions.
On the medium front. Now, there's a long way to go. We've still got 13 laps around here. And on Thursday with Francesco Bagnaia, your leader, that's the number one thing he talked about. He kept on repeating himself. No acceleration. The guy in front will pull away, and you'll burn your tyre.
Brilliant. Great to have you and everyone down there with us. He's pointed out it was Pecco Bagnaia's rear wing that came up.
You know, when the rear wing started to come out, when I spoke to riders, some riders, or most riders, I should say, said, yeah, he'll be really annoyed at himself.
Yeah, dejected, wasn't he? Back into trudge. Like you're almost in behind these two, battling for third place. Just not quite got the pace at the moment to stick with them. Then that gap back to Enea Bastianini and Fabio Quartararo rounding out the top 10 ahead of Martin, who's on the charge.
And it was a done deal, I was told, but...
yeah, you know what it's like. Yeah. Pre-contractors, often things like letters of intent, and that finds a way through on Brad Binder. His bike, Binder's bike making all sorts of shapes, isn't it? Every time he breaks, didn't he, back in 2000?
2000, yeah.
Wasn't it? Valentino Rossi won the race.
He almost won.
Yeah.
And it went, I'm going. At that point, you've got to let go of the brake, which would have meant it'd go.
What do you put it down to?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I mean,
by some margin, 4/10 quicker than the leaders. It's Miguel Oliveira on the number 88, the crypto data. Zarco's wise to it. This is Oliveira trying to go a wider line to get the inside into the loop. So Oliveira up to 5th, Zarco into 6th. Marini still there in 7th. Morbidelli made it through, and he just wants to create enough of a gap.
This man's motoring, isn't it?
A word for Franco Morbidelli.
That's true. Lots of talk that some of the other manufacturers have maybe been
into club past the halfway point. In fact, 11 laps down now, 9 to go. Bagnaia is something he's found really hard to do this year as Marini launches it through on the inside of Village.
Old school art, that's really old school. What a great track Silverstone is.
It really is, isn't it? It's, I would say, than Martin, however.
This will be good from the outboards. Oh, it's not marked by.
What about Marc Marquez in 12th, battling with Fabio Quartararo? Obviously, it's his worst ever qualifying here. His worst before was 5th, down in 14th on the grid, and it's like, yeah, I'm just going to positive steps behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Or maybe, that's Aleix Espargaro. Strange place from Maverick Vinales. I just wanted to go back to Marc Marquez just to finish off. Or maybe he's signed with Ducati.
The Grassini team have a Ducati. His brother will be his teammate. That is the latest route. It's just a route there, but he hasn't finished the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he's finished 6 sprint races, 1 podium in the opener.
It's a beautiful summer's day.
And it's tightened up at the front,
look how slow they're going now. You can see the body line.
But he won on slick tyres on a completely wet track. I mean, as far as he's concerned, it's perfect condition.
And it's so cold. Look, you can see on the camera there, ever so slightly, a little bit of rain.
Gear corner. And then through Cops they go, nervous, not just on the bike. Nervous watching this, isn't it? Yeah.
And it looks like it's blown by. Oh no, you can see you can see option at the start.
Here comes Vinales, and you can see more spots around on the camera lens. Maverick seizing his opportunity, and he goes.
Doesn't like these conditions, but he seems different from the summer break, doesn't he?
And he loves Silverstone. Let's not forget him around there, I think. Yeah. So it's now Vinales up into 2nd place, searching for a first win. Of course,
it's a tipping point. You can see the water, you can see the rain.
Oh,
the problem is, it's a tipping point. Oh, 1 minute there's a.
He won't be coming in. It was Marc Marquez who crashed out. As Aleix Espargaro's going to fight back. That Brad Binder, you just don't sketchy out there. The lap time's 2:04s now, so 4 seconds down on the fastest laps of the race. Oh, and through fast tyres. Keep an eye on Digi. The times, what you'd expect on it with a wet tyre, you could. Oh, it was Bastianini. Yeah. Oh, those two come together again. Just like we saw in Assen during...
He's checking out on trying to.
But they seem faster, almost, staying behind.
It stopped.
I say that because we had the black screen next to his name. I'm thinking he hasn't, has he?
Oh, Miguel Oliveira in the back.
Racetrack. Paces up to gain, Neil. Yep. Another second quicker. So whatever squall it was...
well, they're both down there, I think.
Through Aintree, onto the Wellington straight. Amazing shots from there. We'll see on this lap if there's any chance. I think it's too little too late, unless there was a massive down through Magas. Great stuff from Vinales and Binder. But Vinales out on top. He has done 10 today.
310 races, that one win.
Oh, here comes Oliveira. He talked about him making moves. As Oliveira now goes up into 3rd on the satellite Aprilia. He's looked great ever since he's been on that bike. It's quicker than Bagnaia on that last lap.
There we go. Let's see the move.
Maggots now. Fabio Quartararo's crashed out. He was riding in 8th place.
You've got nothing to lose. Worth a gamble.
More spots are in. This is where they have to be a bit careful. He joins. Still, Bagnaia leads from Aleix Espargaro. This is Quartararo crashing out.
That's 2 laps.
A little look around his shoulder there. Aleix feels he's got something in hand here as Miguel Oliveira joins.
It's a new aero for Yamaha. They're trying something new.
It's a new package, isn't it?
Don't think it's worked.
Still, the rain is falling. Razlan Razali down in the RNF team. Could he be in line for a first? Maverick Vinales looks to have run his race already. This is where there's a curtain of rain down towards Stoke. The conditions for the rest. They've taken their lead from him. Can anyone get in front of him in a wrong move.
And Bagnaya's not put a wheel wrong, has he? Really, he's been the guy who's...
Through the flip-flops. The problem is that Ducati, as soon as they hit the hanger straight, is gone.
Yeah, it's that 2 or 3 bike length.
Very, very close to it, and it is in Coxdale, but there's rain there. Oh, and it's on their right. Here comes the hanger straight.
Yeah, it's all about getting a good drive, and he has got a good drive. He's in the slipstream, but look at Aleix Espargaro making it.
Podium last time to Aleix Espargaro in the Dutch TT. Can Bagnaia drive underneath with this new complete second? And Bittner sneaks across the line by 700 ahead of Miguel Oliveira.
Fantastic. Timed it perfect.